The ultimate fishing experience is brought to you by Lund Boats. This week on The Ultimate Fishing Experience, it's their passion for all things Lakers that brings longtime Lund pro Alex Keszler and executive producer of The Ultimate Fishing Experience, Rich Eckholm, to the Sioux Narrows area of Ontario in search of ice-out lake trout.
There we go. Got it. What a beauty.
These leviathans thrive in the cold, clear waters of the Canadian North, often pursued by many an angler through the ice because of their aggressive nature, even during the bone-chilling days in the heart of winter.
Wow. There she goes.
This quest continues as spring thaws its icy grip and anglers can forego winter gear for more pleasant attire.
Well, Rich, here comes some more snow. I was missing it.
Well, maybe not quite yet. So it's time to pull the boat out of storage, knock the dust off the trolling rods, and embrace the warmth of early season Lakers tugging at your line.
Oh, he's awake. Here. Really looking forward to some open water Laker. It only seems like yesterday that it was punching holes in the ice.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long ice fishing season, and we do fish for Lakers through the ice, but I much prefer the open water game. And like right now, the ice has probably been off for about a week and a half, 2 weeks max. Water temperatures are cold. These fish can be anywhere. So, Rich, it's up to us to go hunting.
I am ready. This is going to be the hot lure, I know.
I hope so. Well, here we go. Open water lake trout fishing. One of my favorite things to do. You know, in Canada, we have so many great bodies of water up north with big Lakers and lots of Lakers. Nagelini, Wollaston, Newton, and my favorite, like Great Slave. I've been there 2 times, gonna go back again this year. And the fishing up there is incredible. But there's some hidden gems right under our nose here, especially in Ontario. Lake of the Woods, Crow, Dryberry. We have such great lakes here that are drive to. You don't have to fly. All the other ones up north, you have to fly. We're on Lake of the Woods, and these fish can be anywhere. So one of the best methods to go find these fish is trolling. And there's a lot of nice fish here, ranging from right down from 4 pounds up to like 20, 25 pounds, which is amazing for a drive-to body of water.
Yeah, lake trout are really cold water fish, and we're at the southern range of their existence. Not too far into Minnesota, they peter out in essence. And it takes the right type of lakes to really produce decent lake trout. Some lakes, they have them, but they're bug eaters, so they're just little guys, and you have to, you know, do some research where the nicer lake trout are.
You know what, Rich? It's really bait orientated. The body of water we're on, Lake of the Woods, has smelt and ciscos, and that is what makes these fish grow. Big walleyes, big muskies, big pike, big trout. Everything's big on Lake of the Woods because it has the forage.
There we go.
There you go. What's going on?
I think this is something happening.
The magic lure's working.
Yeah. Something tugging on the line. Finally took a while. Nice.
Took a while.
Rain spitting on us. A little bit of cloud cover. A lot of cloud cover. And once in a while it brightens up a little bit. It's getting close.
I'm not sure how my netting capabilities will be.
This one will do.
Look at that.
This one will do. Here we go.
Oh, I'll pull it away till you get them up a little higher.
There we got them.
Look at that. Look at that. That is a nice one. Wow.
Oh. First trout of the day. Beautiful. Look at the coloration on that thing.
Nice fish. That is a
nice
beauty.
fish. We better get it back in the water quickly though.
Yeah. There she goes.
Excellent.
Well, sir, that was awesome.
Yes.
This is our first time lake trout fishing together, and we've been out for about an hour. So if we put in 8 hours, I should be able to net 8.
That sounds good.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
You know, this early season lake trout fishing it's a process. These fish can be anywhere in the winter, and the water hasn't warmed up enough that it forces them down to the depth, so they can be anywhere. And big key for finding these fish in the spring is covering the water. That's the key. Right now we're in kind of a trough here that goes between two bodies of water, and it's pretty shallow. And these trout are up here, and they're just swimming around, and it's just a mud bottom, and they're very comfortable in this shallow zone right now. The next place we go to, they might be down in 30 or 40 feet, so they can literally be anywhere. So it's up to you as an angler to throw out two lines and go about 1.8 miles an hour, and that makes sense because in 1 hour you'll cover 1.8 miles of real estate. That's what I call covering water. And usually when you find one or two quick ones, there's a group of them there.
You know, trout are a cold water species, but this time of the year, they want to feed. And where's the bait fish? It's in a little bit warmer water. The main lake right now is 44-ish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And right now we're in 48. So that warmer water draws in bait fish, and it's still within the temperature range that the trout can handle, and they're looking for that food. Ooh, you got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him?
Yep.
Right on.
I didn't set the hook that time.
There we go. Boom.
Yeah, it's down in 21 feet of water, but lure's going about only 12-ish.
Yeah.
They have no problem coming up.
No, they don't. Not a bad trout.
No, this is the same trout, and he's just kind of...
Oh, he's awake. Come here. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Go.
There we go.
Another nice laker. Not a monster, but a nice one. Hey, we got some really kind of nasty weather coming in.
Yeah.
How about we head on in? Tomorrow, we're gonna do some exploring in another lake. Looking forward to that. I've always wanted to go on there, been out there ice fishing a lot.
Yeah.
Never been on there in the open water.
It'll be pretty cool.
Well, yesterday we could kind of see that this weather was coming in. It's not nice, but better snow than rain.
Yeah. It's May 13th, Friday. Would that have something to do with it?
Ah, that could do.
Well, one thing about the body of water we drove into here, there's a lot more narrow channels and gaps, and so we should be able to dodge the wind and get into a little bit more favorable conditions. Because yesterday it was getting so rough out there. We were getting wet from waves just fishing, never mind driving the boat around. So we chose to come in on this road, and it was about a 45-minute drive down a bush trail. And this is a real adventure for us. This is so cool. The weather turned on us. It's snowing.
Looks at the map there, we have lots of places to hide. And,
yes. And snow is not going to hurt us. We always bring lots of clothes, and if it gets warm, we can take it off. That's a big tip. Make sure you have lots of clothes in spring and fall, because you do run into crazy conditions like this, and it's no fun when you're shivering. So. And we're officially starting our first troll run.
Got one yet?
Nope.
How about now?
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Boy, I tell you, we've been working our butts off trolling around, and we're having a bit of a hard time finding these fish, but I think we're on to something now.
Of course, right in the middle of the big windy area.
Well, that's the only place we haven't fished yet, so
Yeah.
we figured we'd come out here and try it. This seems like a pretty decent fish. The old tail dancer doing her thing down there.
How far do you think that was getting down?
32 feet, 33 feet I was banging earlier. And then we just came off that reef. It's like 80 here now, so that fish was like right on the cliff. This is unbelievable. It's May 13th and I'm wearing gloves. What a crazy weather day today. We had snow squalls. We had like a blizzard.
Yesterday we're getting them in 12, and today we're right off of 94 feet right here,
Yeah.
even though he's up on top of that reef. Now, there is good ones in this lake.
Tell you, this is about the nastiest weather I fished in May. She's done now. We're gonna get her up now.
Oh, I can see her.
There it is. Boy, that's a nice one. Oh. There we go.
Got it.
Nice job, Rich.
Oh, lure came out.
Look at that. That is a nice trout.
Yeah, thickness on that.
That's why we came here. Look at this beautiful specimen. Oh, I mean,
So chilly.
look at that. What a beauty. Spring lake trout fishing. Dragging crankbaits, covering water. That's the key. Catch fish like this. Every spring we try to make a little trip to come and get these beautiful polka dotted fish. What a battle. This thing really put up a battle. Here we go. Wow. That was worth it, even in this cold, chilly day. Let's go get another one. You know, you always have to pay attention where these lake trout are, because if you're fishing in a shallow bay that's like 30 feet deep, you should run a crankbait that runs probably halfway in the water column, that 12 to 15 foot zone, because even if those fish are on the bottom in a bay like that, they'll come up and hit it. We're out in open structure here, and there's actually two channels that meet, and this reef is right out of the mouth of those two channels and faces this whole big body. And it's pretty windy, as you can see out here. And our shad wraps are not going to do the job here, so we went to tail dancers, which is a bigger crankbait actually, with a deep lip that runs about 32 to 35 feet. And that's the key. This hump is about 35 feet. The top is 35 feet, and it's got deep water all the way around. So we're going to just zigzag troll over top, off the edges, and just cover this reef real good. It's super clear here. They'll come from 50 feet away to come and get that crankbait. You don't have to pound the bottom. These fish will come up and get you.
You can really feel what the crankbait's doing down there with this Suffix 832 braid. It's 15-pound test. You can tell when it's really hitting bottom. You can tell when it's picked up stuff that's floating in the water. So it's really important to use a braid. If you use a monofilament, there's just going to be way too much bow in your line. You're not going to have any feel at all to what the crankbait's doing. And you would never be able to get these crankbaits down to the depth that you need to get them to if you were not using a braid. You do, however, because of this gin clear water, have to add a liter of fluorocarbon. About 10-pound test, 6 to 10 feet in length.
And the braid does cut through the snow nice. You know, I've been a tiller guy all my life. This is a 200 Merc Verado, trolls down and everything and gets you to where you want to go quick. It's fuel efficient. And I used to run an electric motor on the back, but lately, probably the last 4 or 5 years, I went to a 99 Pro kicker. And there's a lot of reasons why I did that. First of all, if you ever do break down, which is very rare, you'll get in with your kicker. It's very fuel efficient. But the big key is the boat control and the speed I have with the kicker. If I want to turn the boat, the front of the boat gets caught by the wind, all I do is put it in neutral and the shifter's on the handle, put it in reverse, I give it a sharp turn, and look at how fast that turns. It's incredible how this thing turns. And that is such a big key, because you can get repositioned and follow that edge you need to follow with your crankbait or spinner or whatever you're doing. Another neat thing with the kicker is how you dial in the speed of your trolling. And a lot of times the big engine's great, but you can't quite get slow enough. I can go right down to probably 0.8 or 0.9 on a pretty calm day. And if I have to go 2.2, I can beef it up to whatever I want. And it is a great little back trolling motor too. The prop that's on it is a flat prop. It's like my hand. It doesn't have the cups, so I have just as much torque in reverse as forward. If you're a big trolling guy, backwards or forwards, and a boat control guy like I am, make sure you get that flat prop on there. It's a straight prop. And one of the big factors also is it keeps the hours off your big engine. I used to just run the big engine all day long, and at the end of the year, you got a lot of hours on your big engine. And when you keep the engine hours down on these big girls here, they'll last a long time. Now, Rich, here comes some more snow.
Oh, I was missing it.
3-4 minutes, there'll be some more snow.
All right. There's an odd little squalls out of it. Oh, got one.
Got one. Over 100 feet of water. How's it feel, Rich?
Feels like a bite finally.
We're earning them today, buddy. We're earning them.
Not sure if he realizes he's really hooked or not.
Boy, we struggled today in this weather.
Yes.
Didn't we?
How about next time we do a tarpon show down the Florida Keys? No.
This is blizzard busting trout.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
It's a decent one.
There we go. Another hard-earned trout.
You know what this one is?
Yeah.
This one's dinner tonight. Whoa. That was over how deep?
It was 100 feet deep, and you got probably about 28 feet down. So
we got to do what we got to do. Yep. Well, we'll keep at it, and we'll get a good one.
Blizzard trout.
Blizzard trout.
You know, I've been running the pro guides probably for 8 to 10 years now, and there's a reason why. First of all, I love the room in these things. They're wide open, big casting deck in the front. You could fish in the back, whether you're fishing for bass, muskie, pike, walleye, it doesn't matter. You have all the options with this boat. The biggest feature actually is the storage. There's so much storage in this boat that I have trouble finding my stuff. Another neat feature of the boat is the locator command console center here. You have 2 locators, one whatever you want. And this is so cool. I could probably fish all year out of one drawer here because I have so much tackle in it. You will not believe what's in this drawer. 8 boxes of tackle like this in one drawer. There is no other boat that has a drawer that's so good like this one. I'm amazed every time I dig in here. 2075, like the model I'm running this year, has 2 live wells, and for tournaments that's key. What I do with the front well when I'm not using it, I put my drinks in there and my sandwiches, everything's dry in there, a little bit of ice.
Because we're doing a number of different presentations, it's nice to have this rod locker that can hold tons and tons of rods. We were jigging, we've been trolling, different types of trolling, and you're right, Alex. There's lots of storage. I've been looking for the sandwiches for the last half hour. You know where they're at?
Keep looking, Rich. They're in one of those cupboards there. You'll find them. Try the very front one.
I've looked in that one 3 times.
You'll find them.
I think we might have some more supper.
Yes, we're having the old annual lake trout feast.
The little grilled lake trout, onions, butter, lots of butter, a little more butter. I like lake trout on the grill. How about you?
I love it.
Well, I shouldn't be talking about eating them yet because we don't have them in. Getting close. Yep. Getting close. Ooh. Yes. Yep. I'm not going to keep them on very long with that. You wanted to make sure I was going to have some fun.
I don't know about you, buddy, but I got the chills.
Oh, he's on the outside. He's on the inside. That's interesting.
Well, that was a terrible death shot, but you know what?
I thought you were a tournament guy.
Oh, there's a fish. Got him.
Ooh, that one looks pretty good.
I don't think this one's going to the dinner table. This
Oh,
is
no.
probably a little too big. I got a tail dancer on, and right now we're dancing with the trout. I like that. He's right here, buddy.
He's right here already?
Yeah, I think he's...
I was still reeling up my lure.
You get old and slow, so
I
you gotta
know.
speed it up a little. Maybe you can net him as good as I net him. I had a little trouble netting your last one. A pretty decent fish, I think.
Oh yeah. Coming up plenty. Oh,
Nice
made
fish.
it easy for me.
Beauty.
Made it easy for me.
Look at that. Well, there she is. Last one of the day. It was a pretty tough day for this time of year, and I think the weather did have something to do with it. And
Well, yeah, well, you know, springtime is a good time to be able to access these fish in relatively shallow water with shallow water lures like crankbaits.
oh, I love cranking. Cranking for trout. Try it your next trip out.
Have yourself a very Merry Christmas.
Wait a second, it's supposed to be like more like,
This is May Christmas.
this is May Christmas.
May Christmas, not December Christmas.
May Day. May Day.
May Day,
May
yeah.
Day.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.